Like I say, Education Act. Scotland was 1492, but the Bible was a long time before that. But James I of England, Six of Scotland, who converted the Bible into English so that English people could read it. Yeah, before that was all Latin.
Yeah.
So who can fucking read? Never mind reading Latin, right?
Yeah.
So once they got access to being able to read, then they can interpret it as they want. Same as the Quran.
No,
peaceful.
No, with the Quran. Quran is in the same. It's in the same language that it was revealed. It's the same language
Yeah,
that
that's
we read
fine.
it
She
today.
modernised, maybe that's the problem.
It's actually not modernized.
Well, if what I see around is modern, then hell-minded, because all other religions have faced throughout the age, even Buddha.
No, but we don't have.
It's all modernised to fit in with the world. Because human beings evolve. If you don't evolve, then you're not entitled to being a part of the big thing.
Not necessarily. When you say you look around and you see that Muslims are modernized in terms of the dress, what do you mean? Do you mean in terms of attire?
Well, I mean, it doesn't say anywhere in the Quran you have to dress up as whatever covers you up. That's anything like that. That's a man telling a woman control over, which I don't agree with. Women and men are equal, and you're going to argue the toss forever.
They are equal, but if a man...
But there's no but about it.
There is. If we're walking down here and you take your shirt off, are you going to get arrested?
You're talking about sex or
no,
physical appearance? I'm talking about gender. I'm talking about
if you take your shirt off...
My mother was a mother, right? She's a female.
But if you take your shirt off, you're not going to be arrested, isn't it? But if a woman takes her shirt off, she's going to be arrested. So you can't say men and women are the same.
Well, if it's a with where you are. If we were talking about what we're talking about now out in the street, we'd be arrested. I would be arrested under Section 2831 crime disorder.
If you're saying men and women are the same, I'm saying if a woman takes her top off, she's going to get arrested.
What's that got to do with it? If you go to Sweden, you walk about naked. You can go to Brighton, you walk about naked.
No, this is tackling the point that you said when you said men and women are the same. I'm saying they're not the same. There's fundamental differences.
Obviously, physically, they've got to be different. They have babies.
Exactly.
We don't. Yeah.
And that's why the dress has to be different as well, isn't it? For women, the dress is different. For men,
I've been to Jordan, mate. I've been to Morocco. I've been to Egypt, right? And the Queen of Jordan, right?
Have you seen her take her top off?
No, but she doesn't dress like all the ones in London do.
Does she claim to be an adherent of Islam?
I don't know personally, but
well, there you go.
She's a Muslim, but it doesn't matter.
She's a Muslim, but she doesn't claim to be a perfect
So you make up
practicer.
your interpretation, you make up the rules. That's fine.
No.
At the end of the day, we agree to differ. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth getting stabbed about or shot or nuclear bombs.
I agree. You can.
That will happen, mate. That will happen in the future. Yeah, because it's not going to wait. You're not going to give up until you get what you want, and you're not going to get what you want because the British people at the moment, give it 20, 30, 40 years, might be in the minority. But right now, if something kicks off, happy days. You know what I mean? Yeah. God bless you, or Allah, whatever, yeah? But we don't want fight, we want peace.
Of course we don't.
So many wars in this part of the world,
but
so many
there's
wars in
there's
Europe,
a
you can't believe. But more wars in fucking Europe, you've like hot dinners, mate, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We don't need any more.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but why do you think the wars are coming from us, though?
Listen, God doesn't take sides.
Do you think wars are coming from us? Do you think wars are coming from us? Do you think wars are coming from us, though?
Yes.
Which war? Which war? Which war? World War I? World War II?
None of your business. That's
The
European.
Crusades? Yeah, the American Revolution? Yeah, Napoleon?
Scotland
Yeah,
never went
the two atom bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Were the wars coming from us?
Listen.
Since World War II, America has invaded 30 countries.
Yeah, and what have you done
Which of
out
those
there?
are Muslim? Well, it's certainly not 30. Let's look at the statistics from 0 to 2008. The people that have taken the most lives are Christians. Let's look at statistics. Muslims? Coming over and saying we don't want wars? I should be saying that to you. We don't want wars. Stop invading our countries. Stop taking oil. Stop taking gas. No, but why are you coming in? Why are you coming in saying? No, but why are you coming in saying we don't want wars? I should be saying that to you.
Scotland has oil
Just
and
because
gas.
I want to be talking about religion.
Scotland has oil and gas. What are you talking about?
You have gas, but you follow what England are saying, correct?
We've got no choice.
You've got no choice, so you are following. What about when you invaded colonization of India? Scotland benefited from the colonization of India. Why didn't you mention that in your rant as well?
Genghis Khan, what was he?
Scotland, before the colonization of India, they were very low down. After the colonization of India, they were back up. Now we're talking facts, you want to walk off?
No, because you were threatening me and I don't like it.
I'm threatening. I've allowed you to speak for the last 20 minutes. I'm now speaking for the last 5 minutes. You're misrepresenting my religion and suddenly I'm threatening
I'm not fighting about religion, mate. I don't care a toss about religion.
No, all you've told me is we don't want war, we don't want war.
God doesn't
I'm
believe
sorry.
in war. All right, holy wars or anything, we don't believe in.
Okay, what about when Jesus comes back and he says, bring the people that didn't believe in me and kill them in front of me? What about that? The Gospel of Luke. Bye-bye. So we started off, it was an interesting discussion. I was listening because he's Scottish and he's giving us a history about Scotland. Alhamdulillah, that was helpful. And my last upload as well, I was talking about what England is, what it means to be English, where the English language comes from, and how the indigenous people in England are the Celtic Britons. Yeah, and he came and he affirmed some of that stuff, and it was useful, it was helpful. I was listening to him. However, when it started getting to hijab, where I think the conversation went on a bit of a tangent is when he assumed that men and women are the same. Men and women are clearly not the same. I gave an example, then he got a bit excited, and then we started talking about the real wars that have taken place since World War II. He didn't want a share in that piece of the pie. Yeah, and then you saw him jog on when he's saying we don't want war. He got one, reference of Gospel of Luke, and that was it. Game over. He's welcome to come back, of course, and we can have this conversation. But when people come to us and start telling us we don't want war, as if we're initiating the war, I'm sorry, you can't come to us and start lecturing us about war. Yeah, when we've got objective facts and figures, when history is replete with examples that wars, especially detrimental wars that include weapons of mass destruction, have been initiated by the very land that we're standing on. Yeah, and of course America. So yeah, that time is gone, and we're done with that. We're not interested. Yeah, you want to bring facts? We'll discuss facts. Emotions and propaganda, you keep that to yourself, no problem.